Quit hitting buttons.
What do you do then?
I don't know. All of a sudden, it just shut down.
Yeah.
Well, when I look back at the end of it, you were doing something because you were pressing buttons.
Well, I was editing a ship video, but
Yeah, just turn Zoom off.
Yep.
we're back.
Figured you fell asleep and hit the wrong key or something. You look like
That's
you're
what I'm thinking. Yeah, here's a picture from last night. You'll see this old woman here, how she was bundled up.
Yeah.
That's too cold for me. You know. But it's just a little marching parade where they just come around like that.
Right.
You can see people bundled up.
That's not good.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'll go to this one. This one's better. This will show you. It's just a marching group that go through the streets, and they all dress up in different outfits.
Well, they do that for Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah, that was the start of Mardi Gras. They
Yeah.
opened up. They're actually the first thing on the North Shore that do anything. But it's a pretty cool deal. I usually go out and shoot them, but I didn't feel like it this year. I wasn't going out in that cold.
St. John's full of misrules. Is that what it says?
Misrule, yeah. Yeah, and what they do is see, they get to the trailhead, and then the king fool, he's actually called the fool. That's what he's called.
Right.
They bring him in, and he hands over his. They get the nominees for this year, and they nominate like 4 or 5. I think it's 5, and then you vote on it, and then they pass the scepter. Then he gets put back on the thing, and they carry him, all through the street. It's pretty funny when you watch it. And it's a neighborhood bar that started this, and they've been doing it for years. I didn't even know about them until I think it was 2020 when Arthur Hardy asked me if I had any pictures of them. I said, "Who are you talking about?" And he told me, and I said, "Well, I'll have some this year." And I went out the first year and shot, and I did it for about 3 years. I haven't gone since.
So is this in Covington?
Yeah, Covington, Louisiana.
Yeah, yeah.
My son worked last night, so I need to ask him. He probably had to work that parade because they only march about. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. It's just 4 blocks. They march down to the trailhead, then they march down to Boston Street. That's 2 blocks. So that's 3 blocks. March one more over. That's 4 blocks, and back up 2 blocks to the bar. So it's a total of about 6 blocks.
So it's kind of sponsored by the bar.
Oh yeah, that's the groups out of the bar.
Yeah,
It's
it said it was a non-profit civic organization now.
Yeah.
In St. Tammany Parish. Yeah,
Saint Tammany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Organization is governed by a council of unreason whose members are from left to right: the Merchant of Mischief, Leonardo de Lute, Ironmonger, Muckle John.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Arcus Falstaff, Sheer Reeve, and Calico Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, just
they have fun. They be drinking too.
Patriots are expected to hire Mike Vrabel as head coach.
I tell you what, some of the women that are there's mostly older couples,
Right.
but there are a couple of the women that come out dressed like the butterflies that are pretty hot, And I wouldn't have been shooting for anybody but me last night. And if I was shooting for the paper, I'd have gone. But Grant does that one. He shoots them every year. And they give out a Mardi Gras to bloom. This year is 2 colors.
Mm.
Oh man, I'd have went just for this.
Hmm.
I didn't look at it. If I'd have seen this one, I probably would have went for it. But they give out, I'll show you.
Hi, Francois.
That right there,
Oh yeah,
and that's bronze. That's heavy, and it's
yeah,
it's bigger than a silver dollar. And when you flip it over, it's going to have whatever that theme is,
right.
you know. But that's the 2025. I've got them for like the last couple of years.
So
And they'll
Arcus
walk up and hand it
Falstaff,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were giving out dog tags this year too. They said the same thing. But I was
Oh,
asking them how to join the thing. You got to join by invitation only,
right,
which I know a few people in there that could get me in. Especially Dr. Sachs. He's in the same oncology office as my doctor, so I could probably get them to work it out and get me in. But they have 3 events all year. One of them is this. You got to be dressed, and most of the time they want you dressed in like medieval stuff.
right.
I went and priced the shit, and it would have cost me about $1,000 for the good stuff. I said, "Oh hell no!"
Yep.
That was enough right there.
Yeah,
You know, and then I think it's $500 a year to join, but it includes a dance they have that they have at the bar once a year,
hmm,
and then they have another meet and greet once a year, and they have people come in and they do a complete barbecue and everything. They got the
right.
full size, the pig out and everything. So it's like a luau type.
Yeah, yeah.
So that the 500 covers those in the parade, and the day of the parade, the drinking's free. You know, it's every time they have an event, the open bar.
Yeah.
So that $500 ain't a bad price.
No.
You know, because the food, I've seen it. But the bottom line is, if you want the stuff that they're wearing, you're talking
Yeah.
thousands of dollars. They'll be out there with a freaking sword and everything. And
Oh
one
yeah.
guy I was looking at a couple of years ago, I was looking at the sword, and yeah, he said, I bought it. It was a little smaller. And I said, well, what that ran you? He said, 800.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, geez. You know,
Yeah. Some of those oh, there's some of them like we have a Renaissance fair here at a place called the Castle. And and you know, it's made to look like an old
yeah.
medieval castle, and so they have like I don't know, I can't remember if it's every weekend during during June or July, or if it's I think it's like every weekend for 1 month. And they have jousting up there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking full metal armor in Oklahoma in the summertime. I'm going, no.
Right.
I've been to it one time and it was so hot and miserable. Everybody was packing to inside the castle to get in the air conditioning because it was air conditioned. And but yeah, it was but you know, some of those swords they've got, those guys that you know, they're some of them $2,000 or $3,000.
Yep. Here's one of the years I shot some of the pictures. Did you see the woman there? The woman back here? That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
This guy, look how he's decked up. And she was like, I kept trying to get her picture. And that's coming through the streets.
Wow.
But they got the flambeaus. Big woman.
Yeah, there was a lot
Took
of
up the
satin
whole
there.
frame. Whole frame. Find Dr. Sachs. Here you go. That's not sax. Hold on. But that's when they stop and they do that little deal. They had this one woman right here. This one right here.
Right?
She every time I look back, she'd be looking at me. Every time and I don't. And she looks familiar with the mask, but I have no
Right.
idea who she is. I never had a chance to talk to her. See how she's looking again?
Yeah.
And I really wish I'd have known who she was. The first thing I went back and checked, she didn't have a ring.
Yeah.
You know, and she may have took it off for that, but look, see what I mean?
Yeah, she's eyeing you. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I was thinking, hell
Maybe
yeah.
she just wanted, maybe she just thought if she smiled enough, she'd get lots of pictures, you know?
Oh, hey, she could have got a lot more. Look at this guy. And this is when they came out and they were doing the awards. But wait till you see Dr. Sachs. He's the one that stands out here. That's Dr. Sachs.
Oh, dear God.
Now, wait, let me tell you the truth. That's his real hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's his real hair. And this is an oncologist in St. Tammany Parish. Well-known doctor. It's crazy. But when they go through it, look at that joker. When they go through it, he was the Lord of Fools, and he was the one that had to give up the crown. And they're going through all the different people. You got the guy dressed like Santa and everything in the
Santa
back.
Claus, yeah.
So this is the guy that won right here. Like this. So when he's finished, where is it at? This is when he gets on his float. And that's how he rides through the street.
Right.
You know, then they start riding again. And look at this one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's fun little time.
Yeah. She could eat. I would kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
I wish, yeah. Go on, I got 3 more. And that's pretty nice.
Well, Joe, I'll give you credit for one thing. You don't just pick just the pretty girls, because you'll show some of the ugly people too. That means you're a good professional photographer. You try to get the mix.
Yeah, I do everything I can.
Speaking
Look,
of ugly, hey Don, how you doing?
That's Sachs on the float. Look. That's scary.
All right, Lloyd, that was a good one.
Perfect segue, right?
I don't know.
I thought it was.
Hey, Donald.
Yeah.
You had to set yourself up, but
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that lately. So
Think you've got the gain on that mic still turned a bit high, Don.
I don't have the gain on this mic turned to nothing. It's just my headphones,
Ah, well,
the
turn your
earbuds.
volume down, Mark.
it's what's it. Then I won't be able to hear anybody else.
Oh,
Right.
well.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk loud anyway.
Is the microphone just too close to your mouth?
Hey, it's no closer than my ear. So is this okay if I
Yeah,
talk like this? Is
Yeah,
that's just fine.
this better, Mark?
It is, yes.
Okay, I'll just talk
Oh,
like
yeah.
this then.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Mark just likes to complain about stuff.
Only some stuff.
Y'all talking about those mics yesterday. Y'all got the bug in me looking at them now.
I
Yeah.
usually don't mind being a little bit louder than everybody else because I usually have better things to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I want the boom if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. When I got it, I bought the mic and the boom, and
Yeah.
it just, and of course I'm sitting in my kitchen table. It just clamps on there. It's got padding to keep from cutting into the table. So,
Yeah.
and, but yeah, I like
it's on
the,
sale. The one you got's on sale right now with the boom for 109.
yeah, that's a good price. Cause I had to buy them separately because I didn't have them. They weren't, they were out of the booms when I ordered it. And then I figured out,
Yeah.
I thought, well, I don't need that. And then I kept knocking it around and everything. It's like, Yep, I'm going to order the boom.
There was another one I was looking at. Let me see what it was. It's a. You've ever heard of a FIFINE? Fine, Mike? They
Yeah,
got a
I've heard.
whole bunch of them on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one just looked pretty.
Oh,
That
this
one
one.
just. That one's got the lights on. Let me show you.
It doesn't matter what they look like.
That's how they sound. But look at that one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah, that's
And that's got
just one of
all the
those.
games and everything on it too.
Right. Yeah.
I say don't buy anything that has lights inside of it because that's not a company that's focusing on audio.
Well, the one he's got has the lights on the bottom.
Yeah. But it's Logitech, so Logitech Yeti.
Yeah.
It's actually a Logitech mic, Logitech Yeti GX, I think, is the model, and it's basically it's a Logitech mic, but they use the Blue Yeti software. So
Yeah.
Let's see. Find it again. Where was it?
I don't know how he did it, but he got his voice in that robotic sound, and then all of the feedback everybody said was coming back robotic. Like, how do you even do that?
Yeah.
Now, earlier you guys were talking about Renaissance festivals. You may not
Right.
believe it, but I used to dress up for the Renaissance festival.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No.
Yeah, don't surprise me at all.
No.
Had my boots and my leggings and my tunic.
Yeah. Mm,
I used to go to the Renaissance festival and play with my balls.
yeah.
I mean, juggle.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see you being the juggler type. Yeah.
If you want a cheap medieval outfit, I suppose you could always go as Friar Tuck.
Yeah.
I just had a friend. Her aunt and uncle were in the Society for Creative Anachronism, and they had patterns and stuff. And I just bought material, and they made my stuff.
Yeah. Hmm. See if I can.
That was my favorite part of the Renaissance Festival up in Kansas City was the Scadell, where you had the other thing where they had the jousting and stuff like that. And then you had some the entertainment and all that was fun. But Scadell, they would go out and they would have their swords marked and they would actually just beat the shit out of each other with these wooden swords. And it was on their honor. If they got hit in the arm, they had to continue with the arm behind the back, or if they got hit in the leg, they had to. And it was on their honor. But those guys would beat the living shit out of each other. And they would ring their bells too. They'd get clocked with, because the armor's okay, but if you take a heavy hit, it still will ding you. That was fun to watch
Bazinga, huh?
because it wasn't scripted. It was
Right.
two guys going out and actually competing and doing their best to.
Yeah. Here's what I did for Halloween. Of course, I've obviously put a different background on it, but it's me playing an old wizard. Got my dragon cane there. I now have Gandalf the White's full staff that my son gave to me, but yeah.
I could
It's
see you
not on
being
sale
Gandalf
anymore.
Yeah.
or Saruman.
Yeah, or Saruman. Yeah.
If you're gonna be Gandalf or Saruman for any length of time, I think Saruman would be far more interesting.
Right. Yeah, I could probably pass for him better.
Or Dumbledore. Dumbledore.
Mm,
Yeah. It depends on which version I do, because there's Michael Gambon, who was the last one, and
Pushing.
who was the first
Uh,
one?
Mm, oh God. Peter Cook.
Huh?
Wasn't it Peter Cook?
No, it was Dumbledore.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it's somebody far more.
I don't know. I'll know when I hear it.
Dead burn it.
Damn. I got the TV on, it flips to the Catholic Mass, right?
Right.
And 10 minutes ago, they were doing a collection. I just looked up again, they're still doing a collection.
We'll be back in just a minute, guys.
You know? God darn it. Okay, switch that channel.
How was it? You sure it was Peter Cook?
Richard Harris. It was originally Richard Harris. Mhm. Yoink. Baby.
Exactly. Right.
Well, they got a lot of stars that
Picture
lost their
B.
house.
Yes.
I've used that exact clip for something before in a commercial. I was like, I know that.
It just had Candace Cameron on. She said that their family house was gone.
Where was I?
Well, what's the topic of discussion for today?
I don't know. Paul's editing.
I know
Yeah,
Geek
try-
Savannah was on earlier talking about that drone impact on that plane.
What plane?
What drone?
Out the firefighting plane.
What drone
Oh, they
impact?
got hit by a drone?
Yeah, you guys
Wasn't
not
hit by
see
a
that?
drone.
No.
He was hit by a drone.
They don't know that.
They had the pieces that were still inside the wing.
Yeah, they got pieces from the wing. Mini 3.
Mini 3. Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool. I did not
Richard
hear
Harris.
yeah. They recovered parts of it from inside the wing where it actually punched through and got stuck in there.
Was it one of the firefighters or one of the EMS people or their drones,
was-
or was it
No. No.
Probably not, but they haven't identified where it came from yet.
right?
They didn't get a serial number or anything, did they?
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, they got serial number off the battery. They can
They got
trace
the
it.
battery. They'll be able to trace it through the battery.
Yeah.
They could contact DJI and DJI give them up in a minute.
Yeah. So how's that remote ID working for him?
Well, go on then. Donald, who were the
No.
other two Dumbledores then?
Remote ID didn't need it on that one. Under
There's only
under
two-
249.
No,
There's
there
only
was
two
four.
Dumbledores total.
Yeah,
There was
there's Richard
four.
Harris and Michael Gambone.
There was four.
He
There
says
was
there's 4 of them.
Four.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the prequel movies too.
Yep, there was
Oh,
two
yeah.
in Fantastic Beasts.
Jude Law.
Yeah. I don't know on
Yep,
those.
Jude Law.
I don't count those.
And I'm not sure who the who would be a fourth one.
Toby Regbo.
And what did he play Dumbledore as?
A very young,
Like a little kid?
no, not a little kid, but young. Sort
Oh,
of like 20s.
okay.
I even forgot about those.
That would be when he got in a fight with what's his nuts?
Yeah.
Grindelwald. When he was friends with Grindelwald.
Yep.
Michael Gambone, Richard Harris, and Jude Law.
Pizza? Are you eating pizza?
Yeah, pizza for breakfast.
All right. Cold pizza?
I warmed it up a little bit. It was a little bit chewy to be cold.
I had eggs, grits, and ham again today. I took all the debris that was left over in the ham I had, scraped it all up, and put it all over the grits.
There's 2 pieces of pizza left if they want it, but
Yeah.
I think if you give them a choice to do sugar and pizza, they'll take.
Yeah, I forgot all about Jude Law playing that.
I'm gonna do my red beans today instead of tomorrow. So they'll be better tomorrow when I eat them. I'm gonna try not to eat them tonight. Let's put it that way.
You're right. Toby Rigbo did play Dumbledore.
Yep.
So you got Richard Harris was the first one, then Michael Gambone, then Jude Law, and then Toby Rigbo.
He also played Nemo Nobody.
Nemo what?
Nemo Nobody.
Nemo
the-
means no one, yeah.
In the 2009 film Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, Mr. Nobody, yeah. Oh, he was in, yeah, he was the one who played, he was in Deathly Hollows, Part 1, where he played the young Albus Dumbledore.
He was also in Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, he was. There he is. Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, because he's only like 33.
Right. Yeah. Age 33. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So Donald, what's your plans for the day?
I have no idea.
Are you still working on the buggy?
I need to be.
Good question.
That was a good answer.
Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow?
Or the
I'll
day.
probably get out there this evening, later on this afternoon, this evening, and do some. Think about trying to get out here before noon because that snow's melting off and
Oh, yeah, it's only 10 o'clock in the
boys
morning.
up
Isn't it?
sledding before the snow's completely gone.
We got rain coming in, so look like I'm not gonna have a busy day.
Yeah, we're probably going to, good portion of our snow will be gone today or tomorrow, but it's still pretty, it's still quite a bit out there.
Yeah, you can see on the where we're gonna go up by the lodge. There's a nice, good hill.
Right.
Not a huge one, but a good one for the kids. And you can see where everybody was out yesterday sliding on that spot because now it's just brown because they wore
Yeah.
all the snow off of it.
Right. Right.
So, boys, if we go up there, we'll have to go over to this kitty side and do a little tiny slope, but it isn't much more than our front yard. But
Right.
at least over there, they slide down, and it's just a field they're sliding into and not the street.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Um, 4 o'clock. According to this, our sunset is in another 15 minutes. Nice.
Oh, your sunset is at 4:15?
Yeah, and
Our
it's
sunset here is at 5:05.
still relatively light outside as well. Mm-mm.
Watch this.
4:42 in Seattle. Sunset,
Mm.
4:45.
So you must be a fair bit further north than Paul, but not quite as north as us.
Yeah, yeah. We're pretty darn close to the same latitude as you guys, I'm sure.
Ours is, well, mine is 53 nearly, between
We're like
52 and 53.
we're like 47 here.
529 here.
Latitude of Seattle, 4739.
What, 39 longitude?
Oh,
No, 122 longitude. So it's 47 lat, 122 long.
And I'm like,
But ours is like 47, and I think that must mean 39 minutes. 47 latitude, 39 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'm 52.3 and 2.7.
What is Maine? Maine's latitude is 45, so they're a little further north than us.
No, if you're 47, 45 south of you.
Yeah, the moon comes up at 4:07 today and the sun sets at 5:28. So
Mm.
I noticed that the other day. The moon was up and it was up early. It was like at I don't know, about 3:45 or so. I'm driving through there like, wow. I looked at the clock like that's early. So
Yeah, we had a full moon here last night. I think I mentioned it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was off in the east at about 30 or 40 degrees high.
right.
right.
I got a friend request from this girl. And she looks like she's affiliated with DJI. So it might be like a Chinese spy trying to get into infiltrate my network.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she looks nice enough, I might have to take a chance. You know?
That's what you call thinking with your other head.
And just remember, you're not a you're not a congressman or whatever, so you can't get by with, you know, sleeping with a Chinese spy or any of that. Just now, if you were a congressman like that one, you know, that had the Chinese spy for a mistress, you know, it's like, okay,
Now I would accept a friend request, but in her pictures, she's got a picture of that guy that shot that doctor.
oh
A
yeah,
couple of pictures of him walking down the thing.
yeah,
It says delayed, denies, disposed. It might be. I'm trying to think of why they're on there, unless she just think he's hot or something like that.
Perhaps they're selling plastic guns.
But this is interesting. And she lives in Houston.
Hmm.
Only a 5-hour trip. And I get boudin on the way and on the way back. See, I always think of what's available to eat, you know.
Not to mention food.
Yeah, I was saying that. That was dessert on the way back. You like this, Paul. She got a picture on her website, on her Facebook, of a Mavic 3 Pro, sitting on top of the box holding a Pepsi can. Pepsi can on the box with his
There you
arm
go.
around it. And it's got Chinese writing on it. So she affiliated with somebody. Now, if she wants to give me a Mavic 3 Pro to try out, we could start talking. Or Mavic 4. We could talk a lot more. See, that's what it's about. She wants me to do a review on a Mavic 4. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Either that or she's heard about all the trouble you're having with DJI.
Well, I've been talking shit about TGI, the Neo. I got the Neo. Neo's been sitting on my desk. It makes a good paperweight.
There's a lot of people that have a lot of Neos.
So Joe says that she may be a spy. If she give him a drone, he would sell out his country.
I
Yeah.
didn't say I was selling out anything.
Give me a drone, then we'll talk. We will. Yeah.
Oh, we'll
Mhm.
talk, but she ain't getting nothing from me. She might get something from me, but not what she needs. Not what she's going to be expected.
Isn't that the truth of any women you've dated? She might-
I'm in trouble.
You'll talk with her, but she's not going to get what she needs out of you.
You should have never
Hey.
opened that gate, Joe.
Plead the
Yeah.
fifth, Joe.
I know. No mind. I'm not saying that.
Remember, quit
Plead the
digging.
fifth.
I
Yeah.
know. I was trying to phrase something. There's no way to phrase
That's
it.
okay, Joe. That's okay, Joe. You just confessed to
It's just-
everybody that you leave women
It's-
unsatisfied. That's fine.
There's no way to phrase it.
Yeah,
Uh,
like I said, just quit digging.
well, both my ex-wives cheated on me, so I guess not.
That just got dark.
So, guess not.
Oh.
I tell you what, if this is her house, she got a sugar daddy somewhere. So she's going to be probing for information.
You notice he's not sharing any pictures.
No.
Yes,
No.
I noticed that.
He keeps talking about how great looking
He's
she is.
talking about this hot chick, but he doesn't
Yeah,
show her photos.
doesn't show her photo. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you've also got to be really careful about aliens and probes.
I know. Depends on what she's probing.
yeah, because there you go, right there. She comes to the United States illegally, so now she comes here to the United States, so she's an alien, and and Joe wants to be probing.
What are in the eggs?
Yep. He wants to probe her. Come here, me.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
But then the very next picture, you see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a fake account, but at least they used a pretty gal on it.
Yeah.
You gotta go outside.
Here you go, Paul. See,
Probably.
that's definitely Chinese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably somebody who works for AliExpress.
Might be.
Well, they
But her-
definitely got Joe's attention.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it says that she studied at Princeton. Okay. She's from Singapore, which I don't believe.
Why?
Maybe.
Yeah.
She probably is.
It's
Why do
feasible.
you believe she's from Singapore?
So the woman who loves to learn, a drone enthusiast, and she said DJI drones. Now we're talking.
Her education,
able-
where she's from,
I might
doesn't
be able-
impress him. DGI does. Mhm.
I might be able to teach her to be satisfied with small packaging. And I set that one up myself, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Better you do it than Dawn.
I know. I feel like this. I got enough.
I don't believe I would have been so crude and crass.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you
would.
would.
Yeah.
When I
You'd have
do
been
when I say
worse.
something, I try and have subtlety and charm.
You would have been worse. That's why I just shut you up on that one.
It does work.
Well, as you said, the word there is try, Don. Try. You try
Yeah.
to be, sophisticated and
In my-
finesse, but
In my head, I'm James Bond.
Legend in your own mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
I admit that.
he carried a Walther PPK, didn't he? Which is only a small gun.
that's
Yep.
true.
I hear you getting ready to book. You better stop. You better stop. Better stop. No reason for you to be walking at me. You looked up at me like, okay, I won't walk. There's no reason for you to be walking. Got food in the dish. Got a table, you got water.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
your,
but I
in
don't-
your mind, you're James Bond, but in reality, you're Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny
That's
English.
fine.
Or Johnny English, yeah.
Yeah.
You've been working on that one, huh? He said that. Had to think out of it. Boy.
I always remember another film very along the lines of James Bond called In Like Flint.
In like Flint.
In like Flint, yeah.
I used to like that one.
Yeah, and that's, that was, that title has been used as a saying, for years. Like, yeah, he's in like Flint. He got him a good job or whatever, or snuck into the building without getting caught. He's in like Flint. Yep.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like when he acted like he was dead and they thought he died, and then he got the thing that woke him back up
Uh-huh.
on his wrist, the watch.
Right.
He had CPR.
Whoa. So how's the overseas romance going now, Joe?
There is none.
Well, if anybody goes back and watches this, they would think that you got the hots for some Asian chick.
Yeah,
Have
Chinese
you asked-
spy.
Have you
Yeah.
asked her to
No.
marry you yet, Joe? Have you bought the ring? Where's
No, I did
John-
not have a
where's
friend
Jonathan?
request, but
Where's Jonathan when we need him?
Yeah.
yeah, Jonathan bought the ring. That's why it hasn't been on. Now she won't let him get on.
Mm.
He can't afford the internet.
Yeah, Jonathan has his reasons.
Jonathan has his reasons.
Yeah.
Well, Jason's got he's live right now. It says cable management time. Underneath his desk looks worse than Paul.
Worse than Paul. What?
Worse than under your desk.
Where'd Mudball go?
He's over there. He's thinking of what he could come back with. I have faith. He'll be back.
Well, thank goodness for faith, right? Is it called blind faith or what?
Yeah.
Just a minute, I gotta let her out. Want to go outside?
I ate breakfast this morning at 7 o'clock, and I'm hungry again.
Yep.
I had breakfast at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, that's where I have to go. I had to go somewhere, I have to go somewhere. I kept saying, and I know the direction I'm going, but I couldn't think of where it was. Because I said, I remember saying I'm gonna stop by Sam's too and grab some stuff. I need two things at Sam's. I need a bag of the wings that I buy and a big jar of pickles. That's all I'm going to get at Sam's.
Yeah, but what kind of pickles?
Well, they got the dill pickles. It's a big jar. They got like just this big.
Yeah, I know, but you say pickles here, you could mean pickled onions,
No,
pickled,
this is regular pickles.
pickled red cabbage, pickled jalapenos.
We make it simple. It's just dill pickles
Pickled
and a
cucumbers.
pickled
No,
cucumber, dill pickles.
gherkins.
Yeah, dill pickle. They're made with cucumbers, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what
But
dill.
then I got to go to Academy. That's what I'm going for. I bought one of those. I was listening to y'all last night, and I bought one of those speed loaders.
Because we use pickled gherkins more than dill pickle.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying cucumbers are used for all the type of, everything from gherkins to sweet, gherkins here are like a baby sweet pickle, You got
Yeah.
bread and butter pickles, you got
Mm.
Polish dill, you got what's the one? Kosher dill,
Yeah.
uh
Sound like Forrest Gump.
yeah.
We can get a mixed pickle, which is onions, gherkin,
No.
cauliflower, and chili.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And when you say gherkins, are you referring to the small pickle, or are you referring to the small cucumber that they use in gherkins, or are you referring to all cucumber type pickles as gherkins?
Well, we have two different sizes of gherkins mainly. One which are really small, like only an inch long,
Yeah.
and then others which are probably 3 to 4 inches long.
Yeah, see, gherkins here generally are they're not the smallest ones, because you get the baby dill or the baby cucumber, and they're about this long, but gherkins usually about that long.
Yeah, but a gherkin is not a cucumber.
It's not.
No, it's a gherkin.
It's a gherkin. Okay, so see, then we name ours wrong. Then, of course.
Either that or they named theirs wrong.
Yeah.
It's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's actually a different vegetable.
Yeah, gherkins are not cucumbers. They're related.
They're related. Okay.
Mm.
But it's not just
I was-
picking a small cucumber off the plant. That's
Right.
a full grown.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna
all right,
look it
yeah.
up, but I figured Don would come and clear it up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what a dill pickle actually is.
It's a
It's just
cucumber.
it's just pickled cucumber, but it's pickled with dill
Yeah.
seasoning.
All right, so they add the herb dill to the pickling.
Yes.
Yeah,
It goes
right.
in, it goes in the brine.
Right, got you. Brine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
salt.
Salt, vinegar.
Well, it's just salt water.
No, because
Brine.
Brine is just salt and water.
Yeah, brine is just salt and water, but it can also be seasonings.
yeah.
That's not actually pickling, is it? Because pickling is in vinegar.
Nope.
We got vinegar.
There's different types of pickling, and
Right.
you can pickle through fermentation, which is using the salt water, and the fermentation creates the vinegar.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Because I know when Maurice used to do her chilies, she used to put chilies in a pot with salt.
Mhm.
And What else did she use?
Yeah, if you're throwing them just straight in vinegar,
Yeah.
you will, I don't know what it'd be called, sublimation maybe of the water and the vinegar. But you're not getting any real good benefits. Pickling through fermentation is so much better. Changes the actual composition of the food.
Lemon juice, that was what they used to put in with it. With the chili and the salt.
Mm.
Mm.
Gherkins
And that
is
is, oh, go ahead.
Gherkins is a small, particularly small variety of cucumber.
But it's not just a small cucumber. It's a
Right.
variety
It's
that grows small specifically.
Yeah.
I knew it was related to the cucumber. I didn't know it was actually a variety of cucumber specifically.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, we were talking last night about sauerkraut.
Right.
You just take
Yeah.
shredded cabbage, put salt in it. You don't need water because it'll extract the water from the cabbage and
Yeah.
ferment directly. Just add like a point, it's 2% by weight, I believe, of salt.
Now, sauerkraut was made famous by the Germans, right?
Well, kraut is the German for cabbage.
And sour probably means pickled or sour.
Means pickled cabbage, yeah. Although pickled red cabbage is different.
Mhm.
And that goes really well with like a hot pot or a beef stew or a meat potato pie.
Pickled onions are fantastic.
Yeah.
Now,
Pickled. A
you
lot
can
of
also ferment eggs, like pickled eggs.
Well, we
Yep.
do
That was
pickled
just
eggs.
salt water. You can do that with just a salt bath.
We do pickled eggs in vinegar.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can also do pickled eggs
Mm.
as a ferment.
Yeah.
And it only takes a couple weeks, if that. They start to get rubbery after a week. So
Mm.
I think they are good just slightly over a week.
Yeah. Gherkins and cucumbers are classified under the same species, which is Cumus sativus. Or no, it's Cumus sativus.
Sativas, yeah.
Yeah. Sativus. Yeah.
Mm.
However, the main distinction between the two lies in their intended use and cultivation methods. Cucumbers are typically grown for their fresh consumption, while gherkins are cultivated specifically for pickling. So, not,
Yeah,
and it says here the two types. There's still argument about are they the same? Because cucumbers are what are used to make
pickles.
pickles. Yeah. So, and so are gherkins. So like I said, I think they're just one article said they're just different varieties of the same.
I always thought gherkins grew smaller.
Cucumbers here are mostly used just as a salad vegetable.
It has to do with yeah, and we tend to call it, we call them pickles, but they're really pickled cucumbers.
Mm.
Yep.
And the Chinese shred them into julienne to make or to put on the crispy duck pancakes. with what we call spring onion and you call green onions. Now, we've grown cucumbers on the allotment, but we've never tried growing gherkins.
Well, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's time for me to get my morning nap in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Justin, what do you think? Should we pack it in?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
David
Back
just
in.
said it on the other channel.
All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
All right. Later, everyone.
Okay, Paul.
And football, today is football Sunday.
An
Yep.
hour and a
Yes.
half.
Bye for now.